Welcome back to another Bourbon Santa video. Today we're going to discuss what the hell is going on with Jim Beam. I got issues. I got serious issues with some stuff about Jim Beam. So over the weekend, I got the news. I don't know if I'm just behind on this or whatever, but I got the details on the latest edition of Little Book Batch Chapter 6. And it's a blend of 4-year-old American single malt that's been finished in 4 different woods. So hickory, applewood, cherry, I don't even remember what the 4th one was. Then blended with a 5-year-old Kentucky bourbon. Why? Why is this the kind of thing you would put out as a special annual release and charge $130 retail for this? I mean, I honestly can't even wrap my brain around the thought process here. Like this is a whiskey I would expect from a craft distillery, young whiskey, stupid finishes, and then put that out. But it would come out at $50 a bottle, not at $130. What are we paying for it? The bottle, the box, the wax? I mean, what are we paying here for? Jim Beam. I mean, I'm so frustrated about it because the last 3 releases, the last 2 before this one have been, in my opinion, trash. The last good one was 3. And, 3 was really cool, and it was a blend of all of their special release, bourbons, Booker's, the blend of Booker's, Knob, Basil, and Baker's. And that was a really cool release, and it made sense. That release made sense. They were all extra aged versions of those bourbons, blended together, special annual release. And then after that, it's been a dumpster fire of let's add brown rice, let's add super young 2-year-old whiskey, and blend that with other stuff that's 5 or 6 years old. And it just was young, tasted young. 130 something bucks a bottle. What? Why would we pay for this? Why would we continue to pay for this, Jim Beam? It makes no sense. You're jacking the price up on Booker's. You're jacking the price up on everything. And the quality is not getting better. If anything, it's getting worse. Speaking of which, let's talk about the quality getting worse. This is Jim Beam from a 1972 bottle. 80 proof, and right next to it we have Jim Beam from a 1979 bottle, 80 proof, and now we have one from today. I picked this up today at Total Wine, and if you see, I bought a little tiny baby one, $2, because I'm not actually going to pay for Jim Beam Kentucky bourbon, because we'll talk about that in a minute. So 72, so this is 5 years before I was born. This one is 2 years after I was born. So, oh, and by the way, these 2 were sent to me by Mr. Kelsey Dime. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I can't wait. And so we're going to compare Jim Beam of the 70s versus Jim Beam of today. And let's see if the quality has gotten better or worse. We're going to start with the newest one, because let's get the baseline. Medicinal, a slightly metallic vanilla. Little bit of nuttiness, not much though. With as proof down as this is, not a huge amount of nuttiness. A little bit of caramel, a little bit of honey, a little bit of oak. Let's taste. it's harsh on the palate. Harsh, a little abrasive, but also way watered down. You can feel it so thin, so brittle that only an alcoholic would drink this. This is not a sipping whiskey. No self-respecting whiskey drinker is going, well, this is a damn fine whiskey, guys. But then, the price reflects it. I mean, a full-size bottle of this is what, $20? So it's going to be a cheap whiskey. But let's see how that compares to yesteryear. We'll go 79 first. We'll work our way backwards. Oh. Fruity, butterscotchy. Behind the fruit is butterscotch. And the fruit is like a smorgasbord, like a whole produce section at a grocery store. It's like everything. Oh my God. And the vanilla is just thick and round and big. It's just so out there. Whew. It's like one of those rap guys' girlfriends. And there's a funky rye note that's like minty and sweet. Let's taste. Oh, wow. The palate's completely different. 100% different. This palate, wow. I wish I had a time machine. I would go back in time, buy a shit ton of just sitting bottles, just sit on the shelf and bring them back to now and just go around and like slap master distillers in the face and go, taste this and tell me what you fucked up. Because you fucked up something. Damn, this is amazing. The palate, oh my God. The palate hits you like a freight train. It's not thin. This is 80 proof. Same proof point as this. It's not thin, it's not brittle, it's round, and it's just gorgeous. It's like, man, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like buttered fruit, like sauteed fruit. That medley that was on the nose. It's kind of like that same fruit, but just like sauteed, and then where it, oh man, what's the word? Where you reduce it and it gets stronger. Man, I can't think of the freaking word. It's a cooking term. Anyway, it's like they reduced in the pan and turned into this just mash of amazing fruit smells. Like you might stuff a pie with it. Oh my God. Why is it like that? There's a hint of perfuminess to it. And it just like tickles your sensations, your senses. Your nerves are like, whoa, what the hell? That's 79. 72. Now, you wouldn't think there'd be a big difference between these two. Let's find out. So, there's a difference. The 79 actually has more of that vintagey funk to it, and that more like raw vanilla. And this is darker and denser, and a little more like really burnt, really dark vanilla. Butterscotch, hints of that fruit, but it's different. This is all stewed. This is just, like really dark fruit, not that huge medley of everything in the garden center or the produce center. This is all dark fruit, plums, a little pear, some apple maybe, like dark red apple. And freaking, damn, I'm losing my mind today. What the hell? Apricot. The apple note is just gorgeous. some toffee. I can't wait to taste this. Let's go. Wow, what the funk? There is a lot of similarity, a lot more similarity on the palate between 72, 79 than on the nose. The nose is quite a bit different, but the palate is very similar. This is just a little darker and a little richer, but still some of those same, that herbal beauty, that really pretty like perfuminess to it. It's not thin or brittle in any way. Damn. What the hell? Oh my God. That's crazy. So, to reiterate, what the hell's wrong with Jim Beam? If they could make this in the 70s without it being thin and brittle and this is clearly better mash, better distilling practices, probably better wood. Obviously there's issues in the wood supply situation. There were better trees back in the 70s that they were cutting down, and now we're using smaller, younger trees to make our barrels. So that's an issue. Maybe that's part of it. But wow, what the hell? And then what the hell with the little book? Come on. Man, if you're gonna... I honestly just can't wrap my brain around the little book thing. It really infuriates me. Like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you put this out? I mean, don't put it out as a little book. If you want to do it, put it out as one of your Jim Beam weirdo 375s, those little, whatever, Distiller's Secret, Victoria's Secret little bottles. Do that. Don't make it little book. Little book is supposed to be something special. The first 3 were really great and interesting. And then it's just taken a hard turn and turned into a mess. So, whatever. That's just my opinion. Let's discuss in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think's wrong with Jim Beam. Let's get to the bottom of this. Maybe we can fix it. Damn it. Is it Suntory? Did Suntory do it? Suntory bought Jim Beam and it's just downhill because they're a Japanese whiskey, conglomerate, and they don't understand bourbon? Is that the problem? What's going on here? I don't get it. I hope you're having a better day than me, because now I'm all verklempt and flustered about this. See you soon.